Ryuki, the Olympic champion, the Commonwealth champion. Brusso of France, Carosi of Italy. That's the way they line up from the inside. And then Tom Hanlon of Great Britain, number 6 in the world this year. Tom's run 8:12.58. Graham Fell of Canada used to run for Great Britain and fleets on their way just over 7 laps of the track, an outside water jump, and as we expected, Panetta goes off in front. Carosi is teammate in second place, Hanlon is third, Van Dijk 4, and Sahir of Morocco right on the outside. Important to get a clear view of that barrier for the favourites, and Panetta made absolutely sure no one was in his line of stride or vision. Panetta leads, Hanlon in second place, Van Dijk is third, Sahir of Morocco in fourth place. Kenyans have gone off pretty steadily, working their way from the back. 711 is Kip Tanui, the teenager. Melser, the former European champion, silver medalist 4 years ago, follows 711. Hanlon got a clear view of that barrier. Brahmi now of Algeria moving through, number 12. Approaching the water jump now for the first time. 1 foot on the barrier, 1 foot in the water, straight out. Beautiful. Taken perfectly by all of them. And they're coming round now to complete the first lap. Panetta leads, Hanlon second, Van Dijk third, Brahmi 4, 5 is Kip Tanui, 6 is Sahir, and 7th right on the outside is Kariuki. Just a word about the pace, and it's pretty quick. They're on schedule at the moment after that first lap for something inside at 8:10.
Well, Tom Hanlon took up the right position there. He moved alongside Panetta and decided to let him know he was there, but I feel as though both the Europeans, Panetta and Tom Hanlon, are just waiting at the front. They're not trying to run away from the field this time. They're just trying to wait at the front and see what the Kenyans are doing. Kip Tanui, the leading Kenyan, has moved up gradually, but they often do that. They don't usually start their runs in the very, very early stages. They usually gradually work their way through. Julius Kariuki there, just jockeying for position to get a good run at the barrier, and Patrick Sang, the other Kenyan. So Tom Hanlon in second place behind Panetta. He's hurdling beautifully. He's running very well, is Tom Hanlon. And I've said it many times because I think he's got a great future at the Steeplechase, but I think his future could start today.
Well, conditions not absolutely right for Europeans by any means. It's humid, not quite as humid as yesterday, but it's well over 60. And the temperature, well, about 86, 87. 2 laps completed. Panetta leads, Hanlon second. Kip Tanui third, Kariuki 4, Sang in 5th place, 6 is Van Dijk, 7 Zahir, 8 is Brahmi. And in 9th place, Graham Fell, 10th is Meltzer. And Graham Fell went down there, and so did Meltzer. These two have qualified for the finals before, and both hit the deck. Well, the race is over for them, whatever happens now. And someone's lost a shoe. They're still on target for something in the region of 8 minutes, 10 seconds. I think Meltzer is the man who's lost the shoe. He's right at the back now. I'm trying to spot this with Fell and... crash. Hungarian there, Marco got interfered with as well. Actually, it's not Meltzer who's lost the shoe. I've got a feeling, actually, it may well have been not one of the 2 fallers. Could have been the Hungarian who stumbled through them. As they come round, I'll check that, but Panetta leads. Then the 3 Kenyans. Kip Tanui, Kariuki, Sang, Hanlon, Sahir, Brahmi, Van Dijk, Carosi. And as the Hungarian goes through, he is the man whose shoe's gone missing. How unlucky.
Well, Panetta just gradually applying the pressure now and beginning to stretch the field, beginning to stretch Tom Hanlon too. Tom's got to work at it now and start just closing that gap. Just stay there. He really has to get that gap, otherwise the Moroccan and the Algerian, Brahmi and Sahir, who look good in the qualifying rounds, will overtake him, and he'll be in 6th or 7th place then. But the 3 Kenyans just waiting. Kip Tanui moves up alongside Panetta. And they always want a clear run of the barrier at the water jump, because that's the hardest one, and that's the one where things can go across, things can come a cropper. So Kip Tanui, he's a very, very good hurdling technique. He hasn't been doing it at all very long, David.
Well, you think he was on world record schedule in Zurich. In the last lap, his technique went. He high jumps a little bit, but he got ragged in the closing stages in Zurich. still clocked 8:13 and fell at the third barrier from home. Fourth barrier from home, to be more accurate. Kariuki, though, the veteran, the man who comes good on the big days, the man who nearly didn't get his place, is now troubling the youngster, staying at his shoulder, niggling at him all the time. Kenya 1, Kenya 2, Kenya 3, Italy 4. And Tom Hanlon of Great Britain now back in 6th place. He's finding this hard. Back in 7th place, in fact. He's finding this very hard indeed. And these conditions once more tonight, well, for European athletes, they're very, very difficult indeed. But Panetta, by the way, in 5th place, is an athlete who spent a great deal of time at both altitude and in humidity.
I thought he would cope with these conditions better, but obviously he's not in the best of form. But you'll see Panetta battle for that 6th place. He won't give it away easily. When you think about it, this is the Kenyans' most successful event. In their history, they've won 10 Olympic gold medals at any event. 4 of those gold medals have been in the steeplechase. So we've got a full set of Kenyans at the front, being challenged this time by Brahmi of Algeria and Sahir of Morocco, and both of those boys can finish. So it's not just a Kenyan race, it's an African race. 5 Africans ahead of the first European, who is Francesco Panetta, and I think he's hurting. I think he's feeling the conditions.
Well, Tom Hanlon's really in trouble now. He's dropping right back. He's back in 8th place, and he's tending to climb barriers instead of hurdle them. The odd thing is about the Kenyans, with all their domination, they've never won the World Championship. Ilg of Germany won it in 1983. Of West Germany, and Panetta, of course, won the title 4 years ago. But he's got to find it very hard to defend. The Kenyans are not going to help each other. They never do. Like a formation team there, 1, 2 and 3, going to the water jump. Kiptanui leads. Sang came through on the inside then. Just over 1 lap to go now, and the race is really on. Panetta is not going to defend this world title successfully. Deem has had a very good run for America, qualified as a fast loser, but is back now in 6th place. But it's still the Kenyans now, the team effort. Kariuki running wide, the Olympic champion, getting ready to attack. Kiptanui, the 19-year-old's not run away from him. And by the way, he's a cousin of 19 years old Chalimo, who got the silver medal in the 10,000 metres. Brahmi of Algeria beginning to show as well. He's not letting the Kenyans dominate it completely. Brahmi number 12. Kariuki just in front of Brahmi. Sang in 3rd place, and Brahmi's getting in the action now. Kariuki slightly losing his place, trying to find a position for the water jump. Kiptanui takes it well and comes away running, but they're still not clear. Sang is coming to 2nd place. Kiptanui, the Olympic champion, is beaten. Kiptanui comes over the... Kariuki's well beaten now. Kiptanui and Sang away together, and the 19-year-old comes home for a storybook world championship. Kiptanui wins. Sang in 2nd place, Brahmi 3rd. In 4th place, Kariuki. 5 is Dima, 6 is Sahir, 7 is Karosi, 8 and well beaten, the defending champion Panetta. In 9th place, Van Dijk. In 10th place, Mahmoud of France, the European record holder. And in 11th place is Tom Hanlon of Great Britain. 12th is Melzer, who fell.